Today we're gonna do a 60-minute practice, but we're gonna split it about 30 and 30 minutes. First half will be a pretty energetic flow. We'll still warm up, but then we'll get moving pretty quickly. And then we'll move into the last 30 minutes will be a much slower, more yin-like poses that you've all done before for the most part, I believe. But we'll just hold them for longer, and it just has greater benefit when we're able to do that. We're going to, though, get lots of hip opening and back work throughout the whole practice. So still going to be full body and Shavasana at the end. So a little bit of everything. So let's start in child's pose. It's a great place to begin. Happy day after Memorial Day. It is unofficially summer. Glad we all made it to this point, yes. Go ahead and walk your arms either out wider or just further in front of you, just to start to open up your back and even your front body too. And press a little more deeply maybe into your palms. Take a deep breath in through your nose, then exhale out. Let's do that again. Deep breath in, big exhale out. Come on up to tabletop. Extend your left leg back behind you and reach for your foot with your right hand. As you bend that knee, take a bind. And then release your foot. Come back down and switch to the other side. Come back down to tabletop. Take a breath in and round your back for cats as you breathe out. Inhale, drop your belly for cow pose. Exhale, round into cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Come back to your neutral spine and just drop your hips over to the right. Be gentle on that knee. And then to the left. So just kind of feeling your way through your hips. And then take it to the back. So drop your hips back towards your heels. We're in a little half circle here, up to the right side. And then back behind you. So just doing these little half circles. Nice. Come back to tabletop. Come down to your forearms and step back into a forearm plank. In this forearm plank, of course, you're going to start to feel it in your shoulders and your abs, but I also want to play around with the backs of the legs a little bit to start engagement and lengthening. So really press into the ball mound of both of your feet right now. Press down first and then press back through your heels. So pressing down through the ball mounds of your toes, pressing back through your heels. Now draw your belly in if you haven't already. Take a breath in through your nose and then exhale out. Now drop your hips over to the right, just like we did to the top. It'll feel a little different. And then back to the center. Take it to the left. Come back through the center. Stay right here. Press down into the ball mounds of your toes. Press back into your heels. Almost like you're trying to rip or maybe just kind of stretch, right? Stretch your mat back behind you. Come on to your palms for a high plank. Stand right here. Press back to down dog. Pedal your knees out a little bit. And then shift forward to high plank. Come down to your knees. Lift your toes up away from the mat. Point your toes or maybe even cross your ankles. Let's see that. Cross your ankles. Draw your low belly into your spine. Take a breath in. Give me a little push up. So come to like chaturanga arms. Come back up. And give me a few more of those. So these little push-ups on our knees. Just waking up our triceps. Do as many as you can. Keep a strong core. And then come to a high plank. Take a big breath in. Lower down to your belly. Set up for cobra pose. So keep your elbows real close to your side. Remember, you want to almost feel your rib cage with your elbows. Slide your hands back a little bit. Inhale, lift your upper body for cobra. Exhale, come down. So already starting to strengthen the middle to upper back. Inhale, lift up. Think about those back muscles working. Exhale, come down. One more time. Inhale for baby cobra. Exhale, bring it down. Tuck your toes under, lift up to a high plank. Now I'm feeling it. Press back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Shake your head. Walk your feet up to your hands. Come to a halfway lift. Breathe in. Forward fold. Breathe out. Do that again. Halfway lift. Really extend through your spine. Forward fold. One more time. Extension through your spine. And fold real deep. Take your favorite ragdoll here. I'm going to clasp my fingers behind me for shoulder rinse. Take a breath. Open mouth, exhale. Good. Release your hands down to the floor. Very slowly come all the way up to stand. Reach your arms up. This is mountain pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Set an intention for yourself. And I would invite you to make your intention as follows. I am, and then fill in the blank. As you inhale, I am, reach your arms up. As you exhale, fold and fill in that blank. Halfway lift, inhale. High plank, exhale. Take a breath. Lower to chaturanga. Come back up to high plank. Lower to chaturanga. One more time, lift up the high plank. Lower to chaturanga. Hold it here in your chaturanga. Now lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale up for baby cobra. Exhale, come down. Tuck your toes under, press up, high plank. Downward facing dog. Lift up to your toes. Press back into your heels. 2 more times like that. Inhale, lift up high. Exhale, press way back. 1 more time, lift up. Press back. Now lift up, bend your knees, look forward, hop to your hands. Halfway lift, forward fold. Rise up, bring in that intention. Forward fold, exhale out. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga this time. Exhale, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Come to your toes, press back through your heels. Lift up high. Now bend, float to your hands. Halfway lift and fold. Rise up, chair pose. Breathe in, Sink a little lower with me, yeah. Find that strong core. We already started it up a little bit ago, so it's ready to roll. Take a breath in. Forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. One more sunny, lift up high, rest back. Lift up high, bend your knees, float to your hands. Halfway, fold. Rise up with your intention, fold forward. Halfway, chaturanga, step or jump back, either way. Upward dog, downward facing. Lift your right leg up, bend your knee, open up your hip. Keep your right hip open, but straighten out your right knee. Squeeze your right glute. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. That right butt cheek. Go ahead, now keep squeezing it. Close off your right hip now. Right knee is straight, right leg is long, right glute is on fire. Step forward, low lunge. Easy twist. Take a breath in. Fold at the top of your mat, breathe out. Rise up, mountain pose. Chair. Fill up. Sink low. Breathe in and fold. Halfway. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing. Lift your left leg up. Bend your knee. Open up your hip. Feel that side body stretch. Keep the left hip open to straighten out your knee. Squeeze your left glute down. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Close off the hip. Keep that strong leg, strong butt cheek. Step it forward, low lunge. Easy twist. Big inhale. Fold at the top of your mat as you exhale. Rise up, mountain pose. Chair. Wiggle your toes so that you're pressing into your heels. Take a breath in and fold. Step back to a high plank and hold it right here. Shift forward just a little bit. So now maybe instead of being on the ball mound of your toes, you're a little bit further up on your toes. Strong core here. Center your left hand on your mat. Take your right arm up. Side plank. Get strong. Do whatever you want to do here. And bring that right hand down. Switch sides. Center the right hand. Take it up on the left. Do what feels good here. Back to high plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing. Very nice. Take a breath. Let it go. Another big inhale. Bend your knees. Float to your hands. Halfway. Forward fold. Rise up for mountain pose. Step your left foot back. Warrior one. Reach your arms up. Spin your pinkies towards each other. And press into your back foot a little bit more. Yeah, yes, 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 good enough. Bend into your right knee a little bit more. Yeah, Rhonda, good job, I saw that. I can't see a lot from here, but I know that you can see your bar. Take a breath in. Warrior two, open up. Good, now think about your feet right now. And lift your front heel, just your front heel lifts up. And when you do that, feel all that engagement in your inner thigh. Yeah, now can you come a little deeper into your right knee? Yeah, good, I saw that too, Corinne, good job. Hold it here. Now lower the right heel down. Lift the right toes. Feel the difference there, yeah? Good. Breathe in. Bring those toes down. Stay right here. The front knee is still bent. Don't worry, you're going to get some relief in just a moment, but keep that right knee bent. We're moving into peaceful warrior next. We're going to straighten the front knee. Reach back like a reverse warrior. Easy twist. So come down to a low lunge. Right arm goes up for your easy twist. Take a big inhale. High plank. Exhale. Lower down to your belly. Inhale, come up for cobra pose. Exhale, come down. Lift up, high plank. Downward facing dog. Pedal your knees out. Lift your left leg. Circle that ankle around. Bring it back down to the mat. Lift your right leg. Circle that ankle around. Bring it back down. Take your feet apart a little bit wider. Lift up to your toes. Bend into your knees. Hop to your hands. Halfway. And fold. Mountain pose. Lift up. Step your right foot back. Warrior one. Press down into those feet. Bring the right shoulder forward just a smidge more. Inhale. Warrior two. Oh, actually, no, come back. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Warrior two. There we go. Stay here in your warrior two. We gotta lift our heels. So go ahead and lift that front heel up. Hold it there. Breathe through this. So make sure you're not holding your breath. We tend to hold our breath sometimes when things get challenging, both on and off the mat. And that is exactly when we need to come back to our breath. Now bring that front heel down, lift your front toes, and get a little deeper into that front thigh. Good, stay here. Bring your toes down, straighten your front knee, find that release, peaceful warrior, reach all the way back. Easy twist, right arm down, left arm up. Take a breath in, high plank, breathe out. Inhale, lower to your belly, exhale. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, come down. High plank, lift up. Down dog. To your toes. Bend into your knees. Hop to your hands. Halfway. Forward fold. Mountain pose. Step your left leg back. Warrior one. Right foot is forward. Warrior two. Lift your front heel. Lower it down. Lift your front toes. Lower them down. Peaceful warrior. Straighten out your front knee. Reach back. Easy twist. Left arm down. Right arm up. Big inhale. High plank. Exhale. Breathe in. Lower all the way down to your belly. Breathe it out. Cobra pose in. Come down, out. High plank. Down dog. To your toes. Knees. Floats. Halfway. And fold. Mountain pose. Step your right leg back. Warrior one. Exhale to two. Lift your front heel. Sink a little deeper. Yes. Bring the heel down. Lift those toes, just the front ones. Bring them down. Peaceful warrior. Big inhale. Easy twist. Big exhale. Inhale your arm up. High plank. Lower down to your belly. Come up for cobra. Bring it back down. Back up, high plank. Downward facing dog. Really nice. Take a breath. Let it go. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Come up high to your toes. Bend deep. Float to your hands. Halfway. Forward fold. Chair pose. Hands to heart center. Breathe in. Twist to the right. Breathe out. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Come back to the center. In. To the left. Take it out. Breathe it in. Twist a little bit more. Back to the center for chair pose. Sit low. All the way up, mountain pose. Big inhale. Step your left leg back, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Peaceful warrior, breathe it in. Easy twist, breathe it out. This time, grab your big toe, your right big toe with your peace fingers and take it into a side plank. If you can hold on to that toe, go for it. If that doesn't work, that's okay. Maybe you start there and then you release your big toe. Keep that right leg lifted though. Take a breath in. High plank, keep your right leg lifted. Lower down to your belly, bring your right leg down, lift up for cobra pose, and come down. High plank, breathe in. Down dog, breathe it out. Lift up to your toes, bend into your knees, hop to your hands. Halfway, and fold. Mountain pose. Chair. Back up to the mountain. Step your right leg back. Warrior one, just the breath in. Warrior two, breathe out. Peaceful warrior, inhale. Easy twist, right arm down, left arm up as you exhale. Take a breath. Bring the peace fingers to the left big toe. Take it to your side plank. Go ahead and hold that toe as long as you want. When you're ready to release it and get really big, take it, squeeze that left glute like you did at the beginning. Keep your left leg up, come to a high plank. Take it down to your belly. Bring the leg down, cobra pose. And down with your exhale. Tuck your toes, high plank, inhale. Downward facing dog. Really, really nice, you guys. Take what you need here. Pedal your knees out. If you want to come down to your knees, you can. Walk your hands back to your feet at the back of the mat. And just fold here for a moment. Shake your head. Soften through your face and your jaw. Release your hands to the floor. Lift your right leg up for standing split. Walk it on out to three-legged dog. Walk your hands forward, press your left heel back. Step forward, crescent lunge. Inhale to come up. Warrior two, open up. Reverse your warrior. So keep the front knee bent, a little bit different than our peaceful warrior, right? We're still bending the front knee like we were in warrior two, but we're reaching back, 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 back. Maybe even look up at that right hand, your right palm. And can you rotate your wrist so that your right palm is facing right at you? Half moon. Take your right hand to the block or the floor in front of you. Open up your left side body, squeeze your left butt cheek. Now look up at your left hand. Now, don't go there yet, but just imagine yourself going into figure four, where your left ankle is going to come to your right knee. See if you can go there without bringing your left foot all the way to the floor. Just try. Give it a try. Take it slow. And then we're going to add a twist here, taking the left elbow to the bottom of your left foot. Hold it right there. Keep your twist, but open up your arms. Yeah, so you're still in your figure four legs. Your arms are open. Keep your twist just the way you have it. Send your left leg back as if you're going into, we'll call this a revolved warrior three. Left toes are pointing down, left leg is extended behind you. Come back to your figure four. I know that right side is screaming. Find your balance. Crescent lunge, step the left foot back. Ah, feels good, doesn't it? Let's just stay here for a moment. Maybe shimmy the right foot forward just a little bit. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. High plank. Step it back. Lower down to your belly. This time, send your arms back behind you for locust pose. So arms go back, legs lift up, thighs lift up. Reach your fingertips towards the back of your mat. And just breathe here. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, come down. Tuck your toes under. Lift up for your high plank. And downward facing dog. Pedal your knees. Lift your left leg. Step it forward, crescent lunge. Open to warrior two. Stay deep into that front knee. Reverse your warrior, keep that depth. Now look up at that left palm. Draw your shoulder blade down your back, your left shoulder blade down. Rotate your left wrist so you're looking at the center of your left palm. Half moon. Take it slow. Opening up through the right side this time. Now imagine yourself this time going into that figure four, keeping the right leg off the floor. Oops, just as I said that, mine came down. Come into your figure four. And when you're ready, take your twist. Right elbow comes to the bottom of your right foot. And open up your arms. Trying my best to look at you guys. This is very shaky. Revolve warrior three. So keep your twist, send your right leg back. Again, we're just giving it our best effort. Come back to figure four, facing forward this time, no twist. Step it back to crescent lunge. Find that relief and release here. And hands to the floor, high plank. Breathe in deep. Take it to your belly, breathe out. Locust pose, so arms go back. Squeeze your triceps, squeeze your middle back. Point your toes. Hold it here. Keep breathing though. We're gonna stay here longer than we did on the other side, really just strengthening that back. 2 more breaths. And come down. Tuck your toes under, press up to high plank. Press back to down dog. Good job. Pedal things out. We're gonna do that one more time, just going a little bit faster, and then we'll be ready to take it down. So lift your right leg, step forward, crescent lunge, breathe in. Warrior two, breathe out. Reverse your warrior, inhale, half moon, catch that prop if you've got it. Take it to figure four, left ankle comes around to that right thigh. Add your twists, Open up your arms, reaching so that they're ready to go into revolved warrior 3. Return to your figure 4. Sit low into that right heel. Crescent lunge, step back, way back. Maybe take a back bend this time. Oh, that feels good. Hands to the floor, high plank. Fill up your lungs. Lower down to your belly on your exhale. On your inhale, locust pose. And come back down. Tuck your toes, lift up high. Downward facing dog. One more side to go. Left leg goes up. Take it forward, crescent. Big inhale. Warrior 2, exhale. Reverse. Half moon. Open up that right side. Figure 4. There it is. Add your twist. Open up your arms so that they're parallel to the floor. Revolved warrior 3. Excellent. I wish I could hold on to that bar right about now. Come back to figure 4. Sit low, don't rush through this. We're almost through. Crescent lunge. Slide that right leg way back. Take a little bit of a back bend here. High plank. To your belly, nice and slow. Slow, slow, slow. Locust pose. Inhale to come up. Exhale to come down. High plank, breathe in. Down dog, breathe it out. Very, very nice. All right, lift your right leg up, bend your right knee, open your hip, and flip your dog. Get your feet firmly planted down. Lift your hips up as high as you can get them. You've got that strong back, strong legs. All of that is supporting you so you can open up your heart and come back around. Lift your left leg up. Bend and flip. Same thing on this side. Notice any little differences from one side to the other. I notice it in my shoulder. Or do you notice it? Come back around. Lift your right leg up high. Take it to half pigeon. Right shin comes forward. And a little trick that I've been trying to do is before I come down, as I bring my shin forward, I take, so in this case, my left hand, just kind of place it on my left foot to sort of keep it pressed down into the mat, and then start to lower down. That kind of keeps the foot from sliding back too much. So as you can see, we have switched gears a bit. Hopefully we got your heart rate elevated enough. Now you're just allowing yourself to open through the right side body. This is a really nice time too to revisit your intention. Maybe even think about your intention in relation to the rest of your day, like once you are away from your mat. How that intention will manifest itself in your just everyday life, the little things. A lot of times we feel like we have to do some really big monumental thing to make a difference in other people's lives, or even in our own life. It has to be big. It has to really mean something. But just small changes, small ways we look at people, the way we carry ourselves, the way we speak to others, the way we look at one another, how we give our attention. Those little things mean so, so much. Press your palms up. Keep your front foot exactly where it is, but tuck your bottom toes under. We're going to come into a split down dog. So what you're going to do is keep that front foot where it is, straighten out the front knee. And so you have this, it's like a blend between down dog and pyramid, sort of. But that right foot is almost behind your right wrist. It might even be over toward your left wrist. It might even be over towards the outer edge of your mat. If this is too much on your shoulders, you can also shorten up your stance a little bit by bringing your hands towards your foot a little bit more. So keep your legs as wide as they were, but maybe shorten up where your arms are. And then drop your head a little more. Think about your left heel, that's your back heel, and press it towards your mat a little bit deeper. And then draw your right hip back a little bit more. So feeling like you're actually stretching out the whole right side of your right leg. And for even more intensity, as you're driving that right hip back, you can even press your foot down a little bit more, that front foot. I'm using my left hand to encourage my foot a little closer to the floor, but just be gentle with yourself. Take it slow, never forceful. Make sure you're dropping your head so that you're not like holding a lot of tension up in your neck. And then we're going to ease our way back into a down dog. So you might want to bring your hands forward again, bend slightly into the right knee so you come forward a little, and then step it back slow into downward facing dog. Now lift that same leg up, that's the right leg. Bring your right knee towards your right elbow, but out to the side a little bit more. We're coming into half prone frog. So you're coming down to your belly, but your right knee is bent at 90 and your left leg is long. Your right toes are pointing away from your body. And as far as your arms, wherever you're comfortable, I'm most comfortable stacking one hand on top of the other and bringing my right temple down. There's really no right or wrong way here as long as you're comfortable. So that last pose we did probably wasn't super comfortable for most of us. That had a little more yin in it. And this pose here is much more restorative. And here we want the props to work for us, and that's how restorative works. In this case, our props are merely the floor, our mat, maybe our arms, gravity. So just surrender into all of that. Breathe into your right hip. And as you exhale, really try and let go. I bet you're still holding on there, so try and release. If that means you can't flex your right foot as much, that's okay. Nice and slow. Bend your right knee a bit more, slide it back behind you, straighten out your right leg. Press back into a child's pose, more as a transition than a place to stay. And come back up to downward facing dog. Lift your left leg, half pigeon. So if you wanted to do the same thing on this side, take your right hand to the bottom or somewhere on your right foot, just to kind of add some gentle pressure there. Keep it in place and then lower your forehead down. Observe here where your mind goes when you come into these slow holds, where you're not having to focus on things like balance or what's coming next. Do you find yourself filling up your brain with other things, whatever those things are? There's many possibilities. Can you just come back to your breath? You've all been practicing yoga for a while now, and so you're familiar with different forms of breath work. So choose one that works for you right here in this pose. If it's counting your inhales and your exhales and evening them out, or making one longer than the other, or any other variation of pranayama. And if you're not quite sure what works best for you, then just become really aware of your breath. That's a really great place to use as a baseline. Tuck your right toes under. Keep your focus on your breath because you know how to do this next pose. Come into split down dog. Straighten out your front knee. If you like making that adjustment of bringing the hands back a little closer to the front foot, go ahead. Make your adjustments in your hips. The left hip draws back while the right hip comes forward and the right heel presses down. Maybe the right hand encourages the left foot down. And return to just breathing. Let your head hang some more. A slight bend in your elbows can also bring a little release to your neck and shoulders. In this pose, you're really getting into the connective tissue, the fascia that wraps around your joints and muscles. A lot of times when we think that we have a tight muscle or we stretch something, it oftentimes is just the fascia that's really wrapped tight. So getting into these longer holds is exactly what your body might need. Walk your hands forward a little bit if you took them back. Bend into the left knee. Take it back to maybe even a three-legged dog. I don't know if we did that on the other side, but that could feel really nice. And bend and open up here. Right into that half cone frog. So bring the left knee forward. Right leg is straight. Knee is at 90. Start to slide your left leg back behind you and bring it parallel to your right leg. Just stay right here with your forehead pressing into the floor or the tops of your hands. Belly relax into your mat. Bend your knees and windshield wiper your feet from side to side. Straighten out your legs. I'm going to flip right over to your back for Supta Baddha Konasana. If you have a block, you could bring your feet to the block. The bottoms of the feet can still come together. It just allows your hips maybe to open up a little bit more when the floor isn't stopping them. Take one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Inhale for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Slowly start to bring your knees in towards each other. And if you do have a block, go ahead and take it right to your sacrum. And we're going to take our legs straight up for supported Viparita Karani. If you don't have a block, that's okay. You can just take your legs straight up. If you prefer to do any other inversion, shoulder stand or legs up the wall. If you do have a block though, and you're able to place it right there at your sacrum, allow your body to just kind of melt into that block. So again, letting this be more of a restorative pose where you're much more dependent on your block, on your prop. Soften your face, soften your jaw, your cheeks. Take a breath in through your nose. And as you slowly exhale, draw your knees into your chest. If you have a block, first bring your feet down to the floor so you're like in a bridge pose. And then lift your hips up, slide the block out from under you, and lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Take your legs nice and wide. Relax your upper body. Start with the crown of your head. Relax at the crown of your head. Soften into your face and your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your belly, your upper back, your middle back, and your low back. Let your hips soften into your mat. Let your legs become heavy. Relax the fronts of your thighs and the backs of your thighs, your knees, your shins, your calves. Relax your ankles, the tops of your feet, and the bottoms of your feet, your toes, and both of your arms. Shavasana. With awareness of your physical body, just start to invite some movements into a few body parts. Just kind of do what comes naturally. If that's a full body stretch, great. If it's something different, just follow your instincts here. When you're ready to roll over to your side, come into a fetal position on either side body. And eventually you'll push yourself up to a seat. Sitting tall but relaxed, eyes closed. Hands at heart center. Bring your intention back to the forefront of your mind. I am blank. And weaving that together with that idea of not needing to have some huge grand gesture in order to make a difference. Being really present for those around you. And not just through your words and your actions, but by really observing how those words and actions, how they land with those around you. What is their reaction? Draw your thumb knuckles up to your third eye center. The divine power in me sees and honors the divine power in each of you. Thank you for sharing the practice with me today. And as we bow forward, let's bid each other namaste.